Hi everybody, welcome to Virtual Programming. It's me, Elda. Thanks for joining tonight. I have a really fun project for us tonight. Tonight we're going to be making a vintage jewelry or costume jewelry Christmas tree out of old jewelry. Everything is repurposed that we're going to be doing for our project tonight. So let's talk about our supplies for tonight. So the first thing that you guys are going to need for tonight's project is you're going to need an old picture frame. This is actually a picture frame that I purchased. Actually, I think it sells price on thrift store, 90 cents. This picture frame came without any glass or any backing, so that was actually perfect. But if you wanted to, let me grab you one other picture frame. Hold on one second. Okay. Here is another picture frame that I got. This one I went ahead, I took the glass out, I took the cardboard out, and I traced the cardboard onto a piece of foam core and cut the same shape out. So what you're gonna need for the frame part is you're gonna need an old frame, you're gonna need some foam board. You can use the cardboard that is inside the frame that it comes with, that's fine too. And I actually also thrifted. I bought a black velvet skirt that I cut and covered the foam core with. So, and it looks like this. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but this is black velvet. This is the skirt that now pops inside my frame. Like that. And here we have what we're going to create our Christmas tree on. So once again, if you're just joining in, tonight's supplies, you're gonna need some old jewelry. Everybody's got that bin of jewelry, little bucket, basket bin that we're saving for we don't know what, rainy day, and this is it. So you need some old jewelry, picture frame, some foam core, some velvet fabric. I used spray mount to put the velvet onto my foam core. You can use just Elmer's glue, brush it on, lay it out, and trim it. And hot glue gun. And that is what you need for this project. So once again, if you're joining in, I've gone ahead and trimmed my foam core. I have spray mounted on my velvet fabric, and I've trimmed it to the shape, size of the picture frame. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera down so you guys can see what we're working on. I don't have a finished sample, so we're gonna make this project together tonight. And I'll tell you why in a second. So let me go ahead and turn my camera down. I'm using different equipment today, so hopefully this is going to work for us. Sorry if it's a little crooked. It is crooked, isn't it? Bear with me. Technical difficulties tonight. Like I said, I used a new tripod. I think you're a little crooked still, sorry about that. Okay, so here's what we have. Here is the one that I was working on. So I'm gonna explain to you guys, I'm gonna just take this all off and I'll show you why in a second. This is what the back of the frame is gonna look like. I went ahead and I just taped it on. So here is a little frame. The best way to work on this project is to lay everything out. What I did was I laid this all out, I took a picture of it, and I planned on laying it back together. But guess what? My picture's on my phone, hi Nancy. Picture's on my phone, and my phone's being used for this. So we are gonna do this completely together. So if you're just jumping on, what we did is we took an old picture frame, we cut a piece of foam core, covered it in fabric, spray mounted that onto the foam board. I use Gorilla Tape. You can use whatever tape you want. And now we have a beautiful, no glass, we don't want to put the glass on, frame. So here is one that I'm actually working on. I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see this. This is one that I have laid out already, ready to be glued down. So this one actually is a bunch of Christmas brooches. This is all costume jewelry. This is a great project to do if you've got your mom's old jewelry, your friend's old jewelry, somebody's jewelry they're getting rid of that you want to keep for sentimental values. So this is one, we can actually transfer this onto another frame, but I want to show you how the layout process works. So for me, especially if this is the first time you're doing it, the best way to do this is to get some old pearls and make yourself the outline. Okay, don't like those too thick. I'm going to be a little particular about this, but I will try not to be too picky. All right, we're going to go ahead and use this one. So you're going to have to do a little work to your jewelry. What you want to do, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to cut off all the clasps. And then I'm going to, I was afraid of that. This one is strung. So I'm going to put that on the bottom. Nope, I'm going to put that on the top. Sorry, guys. I want my cut piece to be on top. I'm going to save these extra pearls too, because we're going to use those for filler spaces later. I've got bowls of little different parts that we can use to fill in. So I'm going to go ahead and try to cut this off at the clasp, not the string. There we go. Same with this one. And you're going to want to do this to all your pieces. I've gone ahead and done it to most of them. So they're real easy to take off. Just use your wire cutters. If you're using earrings, oops, see what I just did? If you're using earrings, you want to cut off the backs. So we're just going to line up the top of our tree, and we're going to make the shape. And we'll worry about the strings later. Okay, so once you have your basic shape, you want to go through all of your jewelry that you have. You want to kind of balance out big pieces throughout. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a little piece for the bottom. Okay, and then we're just going to start adding. And one of the things that I like to do is kind of create what would be maybe garland. This is a bracelet. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and cut this bracelet. Yep, so we've got a little string of garland there. Don't worry about it being all uneven right now. We'll fix that. I'm going to try to use the other part of that bracelet. Like I said, we're going to cut the clasp off. This one's got a big clasp. These were not ones that were on my original layout, which is why I have to go ahead and clip it. But like I said, that one currently right now is trapped in my phone. Okay, so we're going to add some. Now we've got all these fun little Christmas ones. We've got snowflakes. I want to move this down a little bit so I can put my snowflake on the top. And we'll trim that. It's prettier on the other side. We'll trim the strings off and then just start filling in with all your little parts. We've got some little parts from a bracelet that I cut apart. I'm going to go ahead and try to create another band of garland with the little jewelry parts from the bracelet. And this is really fun if you're doing, let's say you have your grandmother's old brooches. It's fun when you find all the little sentimental pieces. There's a real sparkly Christmas tree. Got a little wreath here. Here's a pin. Let me show you guys. Pin's really easy. Just clip them right off. Then they'll lay nice and flat. And once I get all my big pieces, I'm going to start gluing down and then we'll fill in. That's a little wreath we'll put in the corner. Got a big Christmas tree. It might be a little too big for this one. Go ahead and put another flower on there. Put a leaf. I don't know if you guys can see all these fun. You see, I know there's kind of a glare it looks like. Sorry about that. All right, so just go ahead and keep filling in. I've got a little bit left of this bracelet. I think I'm going to put that maybe up here. And another little band of garland. Clip off our extras we're not using. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see. I should be doing this upside down. Can you guys see okay? Can you see how that's coming together so far? Like I said, it's a little misshaped right now, but that's just because I haven't glued anything down. I want you guys to see these were like little earrings. They're little snowmen. I feel like we should be using bigger pieces on this so you guys can actually get a better picture of this. But now we're just gonna go through and start filling in. Look at this cute little deer. Can you see him? Now I'm upside down, so if you guys are watching and you can comment if it's I need to move things around, feel free to let me know. Okay, so now we're starting to get a little bit in here, and I think it might be a good time to start filling in. And I've got all these little different colored beads, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding in. Got some green ones. This is where you can just add all your little extra Christmas bling. Can you see how that's all filling in now? Can you guys see that? I don't want to lift it too much because it's So let's start gluing this down. I'm gonna take my border off. Actually, I think what I'll do is just start gluing these guys down. So just go ahead with your hot glue and start gluing them down in the spots where you know they're gonna go. I'm trying to be really careful because we don't want any burns on camera. And these stick very nicely to this, the velvety fabric. So I'm just trying to pick these up and put them back down where they were. Don't worry about the little strings, we can get those off later. I don't have a hairdryer with me, but I learned a fun little tip, which is you can just take a hairdryer and you can spray right where, hit your hairdryer where your hot glue strings are, and it melts them right into the fabric. All right, so I'm just going ahead. You guys can see how easy this is to put these down. Trying to pick them all up. Some of these still have the pin backs on them, which if it lays flat, it's not a big deal. This one doesn't seem to want to lay flat. We'll deal with that later because it's got glue on it now. All right, keep in mind, you guys, I am doing this upside down, so you guys can be the judge of how it looks when you do it upside down. All right, let's see who's not glued down. We got a little snowman that's not glued down. Now the snowman's upside down because I wanted to put him right. Let me fix him. There you go. Let's see what's glued. Oh, that one did stick. Yay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clip. We've got a little bit of this pin back left. Okay, so I said they're real easy, and of course I got a really stubborn one. Oh, there we go. Came right off. Sometimes they just actually sort of peel right off the back, which is kind of fun. If you guys really want to try one of these and you don't have any jewelry that you can use for this project, and you don't get to it this year, great time to shop for this stuff would be after Christmas. All the clearance jewelry, all the Christmas brooches. Okay, so you guys are going to have to be the judge of this because, like I said, it's upside down and I can't see. Hopefully you guys can see because of the glare. Please comment if you can't. All right, I'm gonna put a little movement on this one. There we go. So far everything is glued down. Get some of those strings off. Okay, so it's taken the shape of a tree. So now I'm gonna try to go ahead and glue our tree back on. How does that look to you guys? Maybe we don't want the outline. What do you think? The outline was very helpful. That's going to be our tree stand. Oops, that one flipped right off. That one did not want to sit straight. There we go. All right, I feel like we need something right there. What do you guys think? Get another little snowflake. I think that works there. clip off the earring part. Put a little snowflake right there. Fill in that gap, trying to make the shape of the tree. And now I'm going to go through with just all the little guys. There's another little snowman. Fill in with some green beads. Give it some Christmas color. You guys can use loose pearls. You can use, if you have any seed beads, you guys know what those are, those tiny little beads. All sorts of things you can fill these in. We need some bigger pieces here, guys. I think we need some bigger space. Oops, that one didn't come off. It's because I grabbed my scissors instead. It is a fun way to use the jewelry. Can you see okay, or is there a glare? Because from my end, it looks like you guys have a glare. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to go through now and fill in with some bigger pieces. I had a whole bowl, you guys. Here we go. Let's see what we can take from here. This one is almost done. Just gonna fill in. Let's see, where can we put that? Now everything's glued down, so that one might not work in here. I just thought that was a fun one to use. Go back through with all our little Christmas guys. Oh, that one was a really fun little reindeer. I wish you guys could see this. Oh good, I'm glad you can see that. All right, so I'm gonna hold this up right now. I can tell I need a little bit more along the side there. But what do you guys think so far? Needs to be filled in right. Wait, we're upside down on camera. This side needs a little bit more. So this is where I grab my little guys. Okay, so I have a whole basket of pieces and parts. I kind of want to put some more pearls in there because I was really liking the way the pearls looked. Actually, I don't know. I have a whole bunch set aside for this one. Here we go. Got some more little snowmen. This one's going to have a lot of snowmen. I think we need to go here. I'm going to try to create the outline a little bit more on this side since I took my pearls away. That one. That green one right there. All right, we're going to hit that with the hot glue gun. All right, now let's see if we can. Maybe we still can outline this. I'm not sure I like that one right there. Yep, you guys, we should put the strings on first. I'm trying to make it look festive. I am. I left all my little colorful beads that I wanted to put on here in the other room. So they're not gonna work for us. We got a little candy cane we're putting on here. Just outline our tree. Pretty little snowflake. Got all these little different colored Christmas beads. They're all gonna go right in the spaces where we need to fill. And if you guys see, you just want to keep filling your spaces. And it starts to come together quite nicely. My suggestion to you is if you're gonna lay it out though, have access to your camera so you can pull your design back up. I got all these little guys. We gotta get something up here though. Now this was a smaller frame, so obviously I'm working with smaller pieces on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do some pearls now. This is one advantage to having your pearls unstrung. We're just gonna fill in little clusters now. in your little empty spaces, I'm just pulling them right off the string and I'm filling in. This is where you can go ahead if you guys have sequins. You want to add some sequins on here, some red and green sequins. I really like that little reindeer. I hope you guys can see him. He's really cute. All right, I'm just filling these in. We'll tip it over and get our loose ones off. All right. I think those pearls worked very nicely. All right, we've almost got this thing filled all the way in. Need some pearls there and some pearls there. There we go. All right, need something special right there. I'm just gonna go with more pearls. I really like the way the pearls look on this one. All right, how's it looking so far? Okay, so now we're gonna tip. Not too many came off. Couple extras. And there you have it, you guys. What do you think? Very, very fun way to use your old jewelry. Nice little Christmas tree. If you want, like I said, you can add some sequins. I do have some little, oh, that one's too big. So we can go right along here. I don't want to put more pearls, but I do think I have something I can put right there. I have these little silver little pieces. Oop, I guess that one stuck to my finger, but luckily it wasn't too hot. So you can probably just keep going. Just look at it when you're done. Decide where and what you want to add to it. Fill in your little gaps if you want it sparkly, if you want to pick a theme. All right. Just want to make sure that we don't have too many loose ones. That's where we lost them. We're going to fill them back in, and I think hit this with a hair dryer to get all your little hot glue strings, and you are good. Just want to fill in that last spot. See, this is where I keep finding more spots, guys. Last spot. Just want to use up all our loose pearls. Went in the wrong spot. Okay. This little green one. All right, here we go, you guys. Try to get these off just so you guys can see it, and here it is. Here's our finished product. So I'm trying to flip my camera up. Remember, new tripod. So there we go. Hi. All right, so thank you for watching tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna hold this up a little further back so you can see. Here is our finished project. So this is our Christmas tree made out of costume or vintage jewelry. Everything has been thrifted on this. So if you guys do have some jewelry laying around, literally, you saw the frame I purchased was 90 cents. I bought an old skirt and I cut it apart and use that. You can use the cardboard that comes right in the frame if you want to. Just cover that with fabric and slip it back in. I'll show you the other one that I'm working on right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold this up too close, but this one will actually go in a bigger frame. And I really want to show you guys this one because this one's really fun. But this one has a lot of really, really, really fun Christmas stuff in it. I can't show you, but it's got some, just to give you an idea, cute little snowman pins. Go ahead and throw in some big flower brooches. Great way to use vintage jewelry and keepsake. If you have some jewelry laying around that was a family member's, great way to do it. So I hope you guys make one of these projects. It's a lot of fun. It's actually a fun group project too. So let me know if you guys make one. Send a picture in the comments, and thank you for watching. Happy holidays, guys. Have a good evening. Bye.